Welcome to this video. This is lecture number 74. Already 73 lectures are covered to solve the supplementary problem of the book Vector Analysis by M.R.Spiegel. You know this book is very important for physics as well as for mathematics and also important for IIT JAM examination. That's why we decide to solve the supplementary problem of this book. In this video, we want to solve the supplementary problem 7.48. The link of the previous lectures given in the description box. I recommend you to go to the description box and watch the others lectures or videos also. So let's start with question 7.48. This question says find the square of the element of arc length of the corresponding scale factor in this coordinate system. Okay, arc length means if there is any curve like that and within this curve you want to find out the length within this is known as arc length. This is denoted by ds. Okay, we need to find out ds square. So ds square is nothing but if you write this is a r vector, position vector, and this point is taken as r plus dr vector, so this is dr vector. So you can write as dr vector dot dr vector. So you need to find out this first one and then the corresponding scale factor. Scale factor means there if there is three coordinate u v w, then there is a du square with some constant hu plus hv square dv square and hw square dw square. Okay, so we need to find out this scale factor also. This is the scale factor hu hv w, hu hv hw is the scale factor. So we need to find out scale factor and the first we need to arc length, and from that you need to find out the scale factor. So let's take one by one. First one is the paraboloid. Paraboloidal. This is taken as three coordinate. This is u, v, and phi. And the relation between x, y, z with the u, v, phi is taken is the x is u, v, cos phi, y is u, v, sin phi, and z is half u square minus v square. This is the relation. So what is the value of r vector, position vector? R vector is the position vector, is I cap x, j cap y, and k cap z. So this is nothing but I cap x is u v cos phi, j cap y is u v sin phi, and k cap z is half u square minus v square. Okay, so for that we need to find out dr vector at first. Dr vector is nothing but del r vector del u into du plus del r vector del v into dv plus del r vector del phi into d phi. So at first this is the r vector. So we if we derive it with respect to u, we will get I cap v cos phi. This is j cap v sin phi, and this with respect to phi. Sorry. With respect to u, yeah. This is the k cap u, right, with du. First one. Second, with respect to v, this is I cap u cos phi. With respect to v, this is j cap u sin phi. With respect to v, this is minus k cap v dv. Okay, and third one will be with respect to phi. So this will gives you minus third one will be dr by d phi. So this will be minus uv I cap uv sin phi, and this is j cap with respect to phi. So j cap uv cos phi. Sin phi derivative is cos phi. Cos phi d phi, right? So we got the value dr vector. We need to rearrange with respect to I cap, j cap, k cap. So just write dr vector is nothing but I cap. Just rearrange them. I cap with respect to I cap and j cap and k cap. So with respect to I cap, this will gives you v cos phi du plus u cos phi dv and minus uv sin phi d phi, okay, plus j cap v sin phi du plus u sin phi dv plus uv cos phi d phi. Just rearrange and k cap with the u du minus v dv. So if you want to find dA square, this is nothing but dr vector by dr vector, by dr vector. So I1 jj1, so you got the whole square of that term, and whole square of that term. And after that, if you square these two term, so you will get v square and within cos square phi plus sin square phi du square, and for these two terms similarly u square cos square phi plus sin square phi plus dv square, and these two term gives you u square v square sin square plus cos square d phi square. The square term for these two already we got these three terms, right? And from here you will get from here you will get u square du square plus v square dv square, right? Take the term with 2, so 2 uv this and 2 just this term, just rearrange it. So 2 uv cos square phi du d phi dv minus 2, here also 2 uv sin square phi du dv, and here minus 2 uv du dv. This two term take cos square plus sin square is 1, so this two term also cancel out, this two term cancel out. And from here if we multiply that to that and that to that, this also gives you cancel out, and that to that multiply out gives you cancel out. So there are all terms will be cancel out, only you got this term are present. So this is nothing but this is 1, and so you can write as this u square plus v square du square. Similarly for v square, this is u square, this is v square. So u square plus v square that into dv square, and this gives you u square v square d phi square. So this is nothing but hu square du square, and this is hv square dv square, and this is h phi square d phi square. So you can say hu nothing but root under u square plus v square, that will be equal to hv, and h phi equal to uv. So this is the square of the arc length, this is the square of the arc length, this is the square of the arc length, square of the arc length, and this is these three are the scaling factor, this is the scaling factor. Okay, I think clear how we can find the square of the arc length and scaling factor. Let's go to the next one. Next one was the elliptical cylindrical. Next one was the elliptic cylindrical. cylindrical. This was taken as u, v and z. The equation was x equals to a cos hyperbolic u cos v, y is a sin hyperbolic u sin v, and z equals to z. So r vector, that is the position vector, will be nothing but I cap a cos hyperbolic u cos v plus j cap a sin hyperbolic u sin v plus k cap z. So the dr vector is nothing but del r vector by del u plus du plus del r vector by del v dv plus del r vector by del z dz. So if you derivative with respect to u, this gives you I cap a sin hyperbolic u cos v plus j cap a cos hyperbolic u sin v, that into du plus, for this derivative of v, so the minus I cap a cos hyperbolic u sin v plus j cap with respect to v, this give you cos. So j cap a sin hyperbolic u cos v dv, and del r del z gives you only k cap dz. Clear? So if we arrange with respect to I j k, so this is I cap a sin hyperbolic u cos v du, and from here minus a cos hyperbolic u sin v dv dv, and there is no I cap. Similarly j cap a cos hyperbolic u sin v du plus a sin hyperbolic u cos v, and for k cap this is only dz, right? So this is dr vector. So for ds vector nothing but dr vector dot dr vector. So if you dot, you will get the square of this term and this term. So square of these two term if you take, then you get the a square sin hyperbolic square cos square v du square, and a square for dv sines, sorry, cos hyperbolic square u sin square v dv square, and j u v, and these two terms are cancelled out, and only the other terms are cancelled out, other terms are cancelled out, okay, other terms are cancelled out. So this gives you sin square alpha cos square v, and this is cos square alpha sin square v, this also cos square u sin square v, cos hyperbolic square sin square, this gives you cos sin du. Okay. So this is a square cos hyperbolic square u sin square v du square, and this this is sin cos. So this is a square sin hyperbolic square u cos square v dv square, and the two term, the intermediate term, this is sine cos and this is sine, these term are cancelled out and this term will gives you only dz square. Okay, these two term can be changed as, so if you write this is as a 1 plus sine hyperbolic square u, and this term written as 1 minus sine square v, right? So if you change these two term, then the will be a square sine hyperbolic square u 1 minus sine square v. So this is 1, that is u square, and this term will be a square sine hyperbolic square u sine square v du square. Similarly from here you get a square 1, that is the sine hyperbolic square u. Oh, with that you need to product the sine square v du square and plus 1, so 1 in, so only sine square v, so sine square v du square and plus a square sine hyperbolic square u sine square v du square. This is all about for du. There will be dv square term and dz square term also. You can see these two are cancel out and this is written as a square sine hyperbolic square u plus sine square v du square. Similarly you can see there also you got sine hyperbolic square u plus sine square v dv square, and this is dz square. So you can write as, this is nothing but hu square du square plus hv square dv square plus ez square dz square. So you can say this is the arc length, the square of the arc length, this is the square of arc length, right? Square of arc length, and these are the length scaling factor. This is a root under sine hyperbolic square u plus sine square v, which is nothing but hv, and hz is nothing but 1. These are the scaling factors, scaling factor, right? I think clear. If there is any query you must comment in the comment box. And next one was the uh, oblate spheroid coordinate. If you take the oblate spheroid coordinate, that is number c, oblate spheroidal spheroidal oblate spheroidal coordinates. Okay, this is xi, eta and phi. If you already covered the previous lecture, you know about this notation, also this notation given in these books. Okay, so in this relation, x will be cos hyperbolic xi cos eta cos phi, y is nothing but a cos hyperbolic xi cos eta sin phi, and z is a sin hyperbolic zeta sin eta. This is the relation. So the r vector is nothing but I cap a cos hyperbolic this three term. So I did not write this one. So if you want to find out dr vector, so this is nothing but dr vector by d xi, not d del, this will be del j d xi plus del r vector by del eta d eta plus del r vector by del phi d phi. Okay, just derivative with respect to this, you will get I cap, this is a sorry, I cap a sine hyperbolic zeta cos eta cos phi plus j cap a sine hyperbolic zeta cos eta sine phi plus k cap a cos hyperbolic zeta sine eta d xi. Similarly for next, this will gives you minus I cap a cos hyperbolic zeta sine eta cos phi minus j cap a cos hyperbolic zeta sine eta sine phi plus k cap a sine hyperbolic zeta cos eta d eta. And next one was minus I cap a cos hyperbolic zeta sine cos eta sine phi plus j cap a cos hyperbolic zeta cos eta cos phi d phi. Okay, so if you want to rearrange this in terms of I cap, j cap, k cap, this gives you a sine hyperbolic zeta cos eta cos phi d zeta minus a cos hyperbolic. Do yourself and you can check with this result. Sin eta cos phi d eta minus a cos hyperbolic zeta cos eta sin phi d phi plus j cap a sin hyperbolic zeta cos eta sin phi d zeta minus a cos hyperbolic zeta sin eta sin phi d eta plus a cos hyperbolic zeta cos eta cos phi d phi plus k cap a cos hyperbolic zeta sin eta d zeta plus a sin hyperbolic zeta cos eta d eta. Okay, after that if you just ds square is nothing but dr vector by dr vector, the square of this you can see this term are cancel out, only returning term I want to write. Just do yourself, I think you will get the answer, that is sine hyperbolic square zeta plus sine square eta d zeta square plus a square sine hyperbolic square zeta plus sine square eta, that into d eta square plus a square cos hyperbolic square eta cos square eta d phi square. Okay, so this is nothing but a zeta square d zeta square plus h phi square d phi square, and this is sorry h eta square d eta square plus d phi square, sorry this is h phi square d phi square, right? So these are the h zeta is equals to h eta equals to a root under sine hyperbolic square zeta plus sine square eta, and h phi will be a cos hyperbolic zeta cos eta. Okay, this is the scaling factor. If you do this calculation, if you there any problem you must know me or you will be comment in the comment box. And this is all about me, this is my contact detail, you can contact with me regarding any physics related question. And this is my YouTube channel details, go through this channel, you get the all video which already uploaded. Share this video to your friends so that he or she also get benefit from this video. Subscribe this channel if you new in this channel, and press the bell icon to get the notification when I will be uploading new video. Take care. We will meet in the next video as soon as possible. Thank you.